breaking news first
on ABC 15.
Let's get back to that breaking news right now in the West Valley. We are learning much more right now about a huge situation involving law enforcement in the West Valley.
Yeah, a DPS trooper has been shot on I-10. One of two people just rushed to the hospital. We have team coverage for you this morning. Allison Rodriguez, she's at that hospital. Mallory Moore, she's covering the traffic impacts. But let's set the table with Christopher Stein at the ABC 15 Live Desk.
Dan, Danielle, all of this unfolding west of the valley. That's going to be west of Tonopah, to be exact for you. That's where the freeway is shut down. The westbound lanes of the I-10 shut down. And this is a very large scene. Air 15 is overhead. And to be very honest with you, the signal from Air 15 is going in and out. So we'll stop what we're doing as soon as Air 15 is back up and running there overhead and show you, because it's a very large scene. However, the second scene takes us to the hospital. That's where DPS Trooper is right now and somebody else involving this incident. Allison Rodriguez, the first reporter there at the hospital. Allison, explain what you saw.
Okay, so let me tell you that another DPS unit here has just arrived on scene. I want to move so you can see this scene here as I tell you exactly what I saw. We had two patients airlifted here and rushed inside. Now, we believe one trooper was shot after, as you mentioned, after responding to this crash, and we've got several other law enforcement units here as well. Now, I was on the road when several units actually zoomed past me there in the HOV lanes. They were heading toward the scene on the 10 near Tonopah. So we came here to the hospital, and that's when we saw that first chopper landing here. Medical staff waiting at the door to rush that patient inside. A second chopper landing shortly after that with another patient inside of there. Local officers arriving from Goodyear earlier too, and they've been here ever since. Now, as we mentioned, two patients airlifted here. One we believe is at least a trooper. We believe that trooper was shot after responding to a crash there on the 10 near Tonopah. That other person involved, not exactly sure right now what their involvement is in this. So we continue to ask about that this morning, trying to get some confirmation on this. Now, as far as the patients and the conditions of those people and the injuries here, I'll continue to ask that this morning. They haven't really said much, as you can imagine, very busy inside trying to save these people's lives after they were hurt. So as soon as I get that information, I'm going to pass that along to you, back to you.
Allison, I've also reached out to MCSO, to DP.